Greetings, YouTube. I can proudly say that I am on the Eternity of Pain, formerly known as the Summer of Pain, point list. Because, as you can see, 85 successful hits, 0 received. 1 successful combo, 85 being the highest. And yes, I used my rank 3 6-star Ultron. And even though I love Warlock and I respect Ghost, the more I do map 6 of Alliance Quest, the more I do fights like this, the more I think, let's say we've got something that'll anger, I'm sure, quite a few people. Another rank 3 to rank 4 rank up gem crystal as the top July 4th rewards. That's going to be what I ask for when I do that video in a couple months, what my wish list is for that to happen. Let's say I land on tech. If I land on tech right now at this moment, I'm taking Ultron up before Warlock and before Ghost, because his utility, combined with the regen, which saved me toward the end of this fight. Y'all, I did this with 1 revive, and I will walk you through it. Before I do that, let's just claim our point, huh? Look at that. Completed. Now it says 100% explored, but we know that is not true in terms of the 2 other goals that I have this week. The complete the Eternity of Pain extra large champion and Mystic champ. But I'll have to look at the Mystic extra large champs. And sometimes it pays to find a champ that you can check 2 points off, and other times, especially with something like Biohazard, it might just be easy with revives and units and potions to use 2 separate champions. We do have 7 days to do this. That is worth noting. But we're going to claim that. Look at that. Objectives claimed. So, I documented, and if you see right now, I'm officially on the board. In fact, I have 2 points. So that one revive, thanks to a combination of, yes, haters are going to shake their heads at this, but some of my skill mixed with my roster and my overflow rewards. If I ended the Eternity of Pain right now, I'd have a 25% tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector, 5 6-star 6-stone crystals, and a free 6-star crystal to open. That's pretty amazing. I also have 2 more points, at least, that I can claim. And so by the end of this week, I can get to the 3rd milestone, which is a featured 6-star worth of shards and double the tier 5 class catalyst fragment, which those things used to be like the top Summer of Pain rewards last summer. Of course, now, if you missed the video, just real quick, we got a fully formed tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic on top of, I'm sure, what are going to be crazy rewards when they put all these super fun bosses together in one gigantic quest that I will have no interest in doing. But you're also looking at somebody who has no interest in currently doing what it takes to complete most of the Karina's challenges, and quite a few people who are now doing the Eternity of Pain have completed not just 1 or 2 or 3, but all of the Volume 2 and Volume 1 of the Karina's challenges, because you all are amazing and will do whatever it takes to clear all content, and my hat's off to you as somebody that has no desire to do that. Okay, so I took some screenshots. I'm going to blacken the screen real quick and just show you what I did before ending with a little bit of maybe some gameplay. It probably was going to be pretty rough since I'm recording it live. But, all right, so my first run, I got Crossbones down to 44% health. This was like, I want to say at least my 10th attempt with Ultron. And so what I've decided to do in a run is to just keep going and going and going until I get about 50% of health or more down. To me, that's worth starting to pump revives in. If you make mistakes at the beginning and you really just want to fill out the fight, don't mind being knocked out, because you can repeat the fight as often as possible. Some of my friends last summer literally were so proud in terms of their skills that they would not allow themselves to use items on this. They would literally practice this, I don't care if it took hours, until they got a one shot, and that's what they would post. And I have full respect for them, but to me, your time is most valuable, and if I can use 1 or 2 or 3 or hell 5 revives to get the champion down, and I don't have to spend 2 hours on a fight, that's way worth it to me. Especially because, as I'll show you in my photo montage, revives right now are in my overflow, especially after that surprise accidental Act 7 exploration bug that I got to purchase it for a second time. So this was my overflow. One of my level 1 revives expired in 4 days, so I used it. So I have one of those left for, well, another attempt at Crossbones. And then on top of that, look at all of these revives. This revive cluster is from the compensation from a couple weeks ago. And then these, of course, are the Act 7 exploration compensation worth of team revives, which you really don't want to use team revives unless you absolutely have to, on one champion, because the team is one champion for these fights. And then I did use 3 expired boosts, a plus 10 attack, a plus 10 lesser champion, and a plus 15% health. And I also used 2 level 4 health potions once I did that to get Ultron to above that 25% health meter, to where I could get some regen when I inevitably made mistakes. Or, I say make mistakes, but really it's just the Bane. But look, you might sacrifice some regen if you do a parry or let him hit into your block. And the Bane, even with a boosted rank 3 6-star, takes about 4% of my health per second, I calculated. But at the same time, it's worth it for that victory. So, again, I will show you what I did, and I don't expect to have a great run on camera, but at least this will give you, from my channel, a little bit of strategy going forward, and I'm sure my boosts have all expired at this point, right? Yes, they have. So, here's what I did. And I look forward, if you use some special counter and want to send it over to the channel and feature it, that is if you recorded it, please feel free. Okay, so there is our first mistake. So there, I'm going to let myself regen, and normally, I actually fight really well when my back's against the wall. I'm looking at the timer right now for Bane, because it's about up. And I'm trying to get him to fire a special one. And he's just not doing it. I got 1 hit in. So this is one of like the first 10 attempts I did. This is looking like it's just a bad run. But again, there's no worry. There's no problem with that. I'll just restart. Now there, he fired the special one really fast. So we're getting into a groove. I am going to hold my special 3 at the beginning of this fight. And I'm going to hit into his block to... Oh, let's try that one more time. I'm going to hit into his block when he doesn't have a... we're going to exit, restart the fight. When he doesn't have 1 bar of power on him, because that will make him have a bar. This fight would be pretty, I don't want to say easy, because I don't think it'd be an easy fight regardless, but it would be pretty manageable without the Bane. Remember, at the beginning of the fight, you can hold block because he's already at 100% health. Those are the kind of intercepts I was doing pretty, dare I say, consecutively. All right, this fight has started off, obviously, way better than the last fight, which I only got 8% health. I'm going to hit into his block, and there's the intercept I did again. I'm going to hit into his block, and then I'm going to bait that special one. And all I'm going to do is repeat that. Now, you can see he might fire a special one here. Now it's good, because the Bane timer was almost expired. So, we have already done better than our last attempt on video. All right. Got a couple shots in. I wish when you got a couple of shots in, the Bane timer reset. All right, you can see that the Bane timer, just in those couple seconds that I had it going, took like 15% health. Love the Ultron evade. That has saved me. All right, this is actually a much better attempt just talking through it while I fight than I expected. Notice I haven't fired a special yet, because when that Bane timer fails to transfer, I'm going to fire the special 3 to end it. The special 3 also does a good amount of damage. All right, just rinse and repeat, baiting that special 1, hitting into his block. I actually misread that at first to where he was going to regen if I hit into his block. There's my first mistake, and I'm dead. So probably should have used my special 3 there and just reset the Bane timer. I would reset that again. But, you know, I got 56% health down with my best run, and then I got the last 44% down thanks to a level 1 revive, 3 potions, and some patience. So stay tuned with the other points. Maybe I'll make a video, maybe I won't. But I'm proud of 1 revive, crossbones knockout. For me, for my skills, regardless of what you're going to say about my roster, this was good. When in the end, my best advice to you is the same advice that I got a year ago. Do what it takes, because it takes what it takes, but the rewards will be worth it.